Hello, skipper. Hello, navigator. Half a minute to go. Okay.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Baboon Yodel. Here you are back with us. It's been a while, we've been away, we've missed you. We are here. I'm Adam On, your host. Today is a great day. You can hear the trains in the background. Life's running in New Zealand. Suckers all around the world. Anyway, so we're back here. We're back with our local resident experts of things wide and weary. First of all, we have someone called Late Mofo, but that's not his real name. His real name is Corin Healy. How's it going, Corin?
Hey, good, thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry I was late coming to this. My bad. It's good to talk to you guys. It's been ages. It's been too long.
It's been too long. And then we've got Hedda Dawson. How's it going, Hedda?
It has been too long. It's what's the saying? It's been a long time between drinks. So it's good to be back. Good to be back on the air.
Listen, so much has happened. So much has happened since we've been away. I mean, first of all, we are selfish people. We'll talk about ourselves first. We've been to Whangarei to the Fringe Festival. How was that?
That was so good. Sold out both nights. Great crowds. We had a great time with each other too.
Yeah, that was so great. I mean, we had so much fun on the shows as well as in the room. I mean, I mean, it was.
We're going to have to talk about it. We're going to have to talk about where we stayed at the Grand.
It was the Grand. It was Grand Hotel. Well, obviously, it is a bit of how do you say? It's a bit of a ruse. The Grand. So it doesn't mean what it is.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They were cheap. I put us all in one room, the family room, a double bed, a single bed. You're fucking lucky, Ed. You got the single bed. I had the top and tail with Corin.
Well, I had to do that because I didn't want to sleep with a large person. You both are very, very large, tall people. Oh, Hedda, but you seem tall anyway, Hedda. But I didn't want to, because tall people, I always feel fart quite extensively, and I didn't want to. So I was like, I'd keep my farts away, and my farts are also quite colorful anyway because of my ethnicity. So I didn't want to bother you guys with my farts.
I'm going to be honest with you. That tall people do fart a lot, and that room was a small room, and the windows didn't open very well, and it smelled like farts a lot of the time. And when we walked outside to fresh air, it was like, "What's that smell? Oh, that's fresh air."
That was good. I mean, the Whangarei fresh air just cleansing our lungs.
It was a tough stay at the Grand. You know, it was the first night, karaoke, 2 a.m. You didn't actually need to go down to the bar to join in. You could just join in from your room. And then there was heavy metal the next day.
Yeah,
it was election night that night.
That night was election night and heavy metal. And the first night, I mean, I remember when we went there, we were going to go check in, and everybody was like, "Where do we check in?" I said, "We check in the bar because I've stayed in there before." So you go into a bar to check in, and then you see the crowd. Like half the crowd is wearing a high-vis jacket, and then obviously, then the other half does not have the complete teeth set in their face. So I was like, this is and then as soon as you walk in, it kind of everybody stops talking, and I was like, oh, what was happening here? And the energy was lacking in that bar.
Totally.
I don't know how did they bring that energy when karaoke happened.
That energy was like this vortex of energy. It was anti-energy. It just like sucked it in, like I could feel the energy draining out of me as soon as I walked in there.
Yeah.
You wrote some great gags, Corin, about the Grand, and as soon as you opened up and go, "We stayed at the Grand," people were just sniggering hard out.
They did snigger.
Yeah, the Grand. It was.
Yeah. But the other thing about the Grand is that everyone in that town knows that the Queen has stayed at the Grand. Everyone knows, like you say, staying at the Grand. They laugh. They're like, "Well, the Queen stayed there," and it's like, "Yeah, it was a long time ago."
Yeah, that was a very long time ago, and the Queen has never come back to Whangarei. So that means there is something in there about the Grand when the Queen only came once, and then it said, "I'm never coming back."
She did a Yelp review after in 1958. Marketplace as a whole.
You know what they
Yeah.
need? The townspeople in that town just need to get a working bee together and just show up and just have a surprise working bee on the Grand.
Yeah. Yeah, because we need to get the smell of death out of the carpet, and we need to what is it? Is it you say something? It's you've got a good one.
Oh, is it stale alcohol, regrets, and sweat?
Yeah, yeah. Stale alcohol, sweat, and regret. That's the smell inside, and I think that it just need a good carpet wash, what defumigation or infumigation? How
I
do you say it?
Yeah, I also think it needed a real deep spiritual cleanse as well. Just
Yeah.
It needed all of that and a good burning down. That's what we needed.
that's the ultimate cleanse.
It would get, oh, right, it's looking spick and span, and then Molotov cocktail that bitch.
But outside of the Grand, I mean, Whangarei is
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
The people were
beautiful.
great. People were really welcomed us.
They were great.
And it was cool, the festival. I mean, we only went up there to do our shows, and yet we got invited to participate in a couple other things, like that open mic night where we just did. Well, when I say open mic, it was only 4:30 in the afternoon, which is a funny
Yeah.
open mic, which we did 5 minutes, and then Josiah Day's show.
Yeah, Josiah Day show was great, and we got to do some cameos within that show,
Mm.
which was good fun.
I
So
was-
I like Whangarei. You know what's gonna happen? It's the first time that was there. We went there. We took a punt. We took a risk, and it was successful. Next year, they'll all the big names, all the big um, people
The big
would
national acts.
national acts. They
Yeah,
would want to
true.
go there, and then it will remove the small guy. We are the small guy, and then we would have less of a chance to go there.
That's okay.
I like to think the people of Whangarei would remember us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
And we did get a
That's
call
true.
back. Last Sunday, myself and Corin went back there on Sunday. And the only reason why you didn't go, what was going on?
well, I had another gig, and I had anniversary.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
so
important. Yeah.
I was like, I can't tell my wife that. Listen, I got to go to Whangarei again.
Come
I
back.
was
Like,
like,
what's changed?
what's in Whangarei that you keep going to Whangarei now?
What's
The
great-
grand darling.
Yeah, it was a great time. So we loved it. But during Whangarei, what was happening?
Election time.
Yeah, that was a fun time. I mean, it was what were you, Corin? On the day, what were you feeling in the morning on election day?
I had a nervous anticipation because I'd already voted in advance, and I had a feeling that Labor would win it, but I don't know how much that would win by.
Yeah.
And I remember we ran the very very non-scientific poll with the audience the night before,
Yeah,
and the crowd did seem pretty well leaning towards the Red or the Labor camp, and
yeah,
that sort of gave me extra confidence that they would win. But I guess those smaller fringe parties, like the one we don't talk about right now, that got annihilated. I was worried that they might have taken away some of that base, and maybe put things in a different perspective. But but yeah, no, I was feeling confident, but I felt a lot better after I saw that first result. I think you let us know what that result was when I came back. I was like, holy smokes, that's really good.
yeah. It started big and it stayed big
Yeah.
for the whole time. I was really excited. I was in the morning. I was like, it's good that we don't have a show in the evening, so we're not worried about it. And I was the asshole the whole day about doing things in the evening. I was like, oh, I gotta go back and watch the elections. And and Hedda was like all chilled and relaxed. And Corin, you were being nice and said, "Oh, I'll go with you for dinner here, and I'll go with you." I was like, "I'm going home." I was like, "I'm going home. I want to watch the elections.
Oh.
That's why I'm here." And
Watch the election.
huh? Yeah. And I think you went to the butter factory, right? Butter factory.
Yeah, went to the butter factory and got asked to leave because I have having some more DJs playing there. They like the DJs at the butter factory, I tell you.
Yeah, but butter factory has a DJ fetish, so
They love
it's
DJs.
It's exciting. It's exciting watching the election though on election night. You know, we got some takeaways. Ed and I went back, and you caught up later, Corin. But it's exciting, especially when you know for some of those on the edge seats like Auckland Central. It was a really good outcome.
That was
with,
close.
Chloe Clinch in it. She was the outside runner. She ran a good race.
Yep. It was neck and neck in Auckland Central, and I think it's for a global audience. We're talking about New Zealand election at the moment, and the Labour Party is the one that won, and the National Party got their ass kicked, which was the Conservative Party, and Chloe Swarbrick, she was running on the Green Party platform in Auckland Central, and she was ruled out. All the polls said she's going to lose. And then the Labour candidate, Helen White, didn't do anything. I just sat around on an ass drinking wine and shit and didn't do anything. Chloe kept working hard, and in the end, Chloe won.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, I didn't even know who the Labour candidate was for Central myself.
That's true. True.
She got the brand out there pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chloe won though, but Chloe lost the other thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yes. Talking about the other thing. Ooh.
We had a referendum on legalization of cannabis in New Zealand, and New Zealand, for the moment, has voted against it. We don't want it legalized.
So we still got, it's a very outside chance, we're at 46%. We still got the special votes to be cast, but it's very highly unlikely. And what's a disappointing thing is that, the Prime Minister has a big brand. Look how big her brand is. She can rule the government, the country, without forming a government of a coalition with anyone else. And she only came out and goes, yeah, she voted yes. Bitch, why didn't you say that beforehand? People would have just flopped it.
Yeah. Yep. She should have said, she should have put that out earlier. And I think a lot of people would have followed her. But I think she was just worried about that she's not going to get the landslide.
Yeah.
Because a lot of she will lose the national voters that she got. But she would still have won it. But it might not have been like a landslide, and she would have had to make a government with the Greens. But she still have won it. But I don't know. It seemed like she could have said yes, told everyone.
Actually, I blame the Stoners. I reckon they could have got that vote across the line, but they were like, what was I supposed to do today? Shit, I was supposed to vote. That's right.
Oh, holy shit.
That was yesterday. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Be like, oh, fuck it. I'll vote anyway. Oh, no, too late.
Too late. It's okay. I'll still go to the tinny house. It's fine.
No worries.
I don't mind. I'll just get it from the tinny house.
Yeah, disappointed. And because in reality, Labour could still push for it. But because they've already said, we will implement what the people's will is, and the people will said this.
Yeah.
If you want to make transformative government, you're going to have to break a few eggs and piss off a few people.
Exactly. And it's like people, they say people have said it. It's not all the people. It's like half the people.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like that's why democracy is so weird. People say, "Oh, democracy is people's voice." No, it's half the people's voice. The other half said no.
That's so true. That's only half people's voice. So the other half is like, well, yes.
And it's always 51-49. That kind of a bullshit situation. And with that, it's like half the country is like, oh fuck, no, and half the country said yes, and then we say, oh yes, everybody said yes. No, everybody didn't say yes. um it's it's such a weird thing. I mean, the dictator, if we have a dictator, that's like either everybody hates the dictator or everybody loves the dictator. So
Yeah.
it's a scientific evidence. I mean, dictators in Egypt, and they've always won the elections like 96% vote,
True.
so that's scientific evidence of dictatorship being successful.
Do you think maybe they've got some influence over the voting?
No, it's the dictators.
No,
I
of
mean,
course,
you
no.
you got to trust them, of course.
They're totally above board. Why would they influence
Yeah, I mean,
outcome?
obviously they love the press. They kind of
Water cannon,
love their love the opponents. It's great.
They send them
a
all.
variety, and police batons.
What about the other thing? The other result of the referendum as well. The
Yeah.
euthanasia.
Do you see ACT had a party? They had a party for killing people, legalizing it. It's a bit off.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah, the euthanasia. What was that? The choice of life, end of life choice act. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one. So ACT party leader David Seymour put it forward in the parliament, and the parliament said, yeah, we'll do it, but it has to go through referendum. So then it went to referendum, and 65% of the people said, yeah, kill the old bastards.
Let them do it. Let them do it.
If they want to kill themselves, it's fine. The old bastards want to kill themselves, it's fine.
Wouldn't
Will
it be
be.
weird if tomorrow they go, oh shit, sorry, we got those figures mixed around.
They'll back to
65% want to smoke it up.
That would be such a crazy situation when they say, "Oh, sorry."
Well, then the
Jesus.
conspiracy theorists will be going crazy.
Oh,
No,
hell.
no.
I've had enough of those fuckers.
Yeah, I have too. They've gone pretty quiet now. They seem to have quietened down a bit. I would think. Do you think? Have they gone quiet? I've not seen any more conspiracy crap.
I think they have gone quiet.
What about you?
I think
Have you seen any conspiracy theories floating around on Facebook?
not really, but I do look at the comment sections a lot when I'm and News Hub and all that, and there always some stupid comment which is around, oh, Bill Gates, keep your vaccines, that kind of bullshit.
Oh,
That pops up all the time, man. But the one thing in the comment section was so refreshing to see was that the racism was back. You
Yeah.
know, the racism was back in full swing.
Yeah.
When people were talking about the Maori Party being back in Parliament. Oh my God, the racism just came back. People were talking about the art on Ravri. What's his name?
Uh, um, yeah, but it's the racism we want to deal with, man.
We don't want to remember the name. Oh, Ravri Waititi. Now I remember that. So, I mean, people were just talking about the art on his face and his hat. I'm worried about his hat, but what people and they were like, oh, this gang member. And so where is he? How is he a gang member?
You're right. The conspiracy theorists may have gone down, but the racism's still there. There's. I was reading a couple of articles from Waitia News, and I found this dude. He's in it all the time. He's just trolling. So I thought, yeah, and I thought, well, he's a real fucking motherfucker. And so I kind of did some I did my own research, which means I stalked this dude, and he's a real dude, and I found him.
like in person?
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, and just it's what's weird, and sorry to take this to a different level, but what I thought, is this a real guy? Because he was using a photo of Trump as his profile photos.
Oh, really?
And then, so I was just looking through his Facebook page, and there's a couple of things he had posted and done in photos. And I went, as I did a little bit of Googling, I thought, oh, I found the city that you live in. And with a
Oh.
little bit more digging, I could actually get your address.
It's like, here, did you find him? Yes, he's over here.
I got you, motherfucker. Now be quiet. I'm on the podcast.
Yeah. Be quiet. We gotta talk seriously about the election. You shut the fuck up.
But yeah, the racism, man. The racism.
It was like on board, and then obviously when Chloe won, you read the comment section. Everybody thinks, everybody went, oh, lesbian, or I said, what the hell are you guys
Is it really?
insane? She fought a good fight, and all you guys can talk about is her being her sexuality. It doesn't really mean anything in terms of elections.
I don't know.
People
We
are
tend to, as a
fucking
country,
crazy.
do some good things, and then we let down by this 1% of assholes who
Yeah, yeah.
says stupid stuff, and those
They are
1%. Yeah,
they are loud motherfuckers, right?
they are. They are.
It's like the advanced New Zealand party just got like 20,000 votes,
Mm,
which is quite a lot of votes.
mm.
I mean, 20,000 idiots uh, are living in New Zealand.
That could be like
I
an
will.
entire town, 20,000 people.
Yeah, it can be. It's like one of a good. It's a good sized town. It's not
Mm.
even a small town.
God, wouldn't want to
I,
live that down.
I heard what they're going to do is they're actually going to form a town, and so they could, all their votes will count for one electorate, and they'll get that voted.
Oh,
Oh, how about that?
well, you're giving Billy TK ideas.
Billy TK town. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, TK town.
Well, you know what? If
Um,
they want to form a town like on Stewart Island or something, I think they're welcome
they.
to go and do that. Just
Oh,
they can go and form a town somewhere, and we just cut them off.
and I am 100% sure, if they do the town thing, they're gonna Gloria Vale that shit,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Definitely. And Billy Tekaika is gonna fuck all the people in there.
Oh,
That's that's the main. I think that's the main reason he wants to do it. He wants to just be important, the bearer of the truth, a prophet. And because if somebody becomes a prophet, like a false prophet, and history shows, all the American ones that you've seen, they always have these people to fuck. I don't know, all the time they're just fucking people around
where do
them,
they come from? That is,
and they marry them, and then in the end they die. But they I think the whole purpose of this is that as a kid they didn't get the love they wanted on their dick, so they wanted to. When they grow up, they're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna start talking about this shit, so I'll get some attention, so I can just get my dick sucked."
it sounds true. I have to imagine putting a rule in place like, you want to get married? Okay, first night's mine. Okay, that's it. First night's mine.
TK town. You heard it first here at
TK Town. If you wanna suck a dick of a prophet,
TK
TK
town.
Town.
Stick it down.
TK Town. Okay, so it's he's. I mean, but he's. I think he's left the Advanced
Yeah.
New Zealand Party,
Yep.
Yep.
and he says, "I'm going to do my own thing."
Stick it down.
Yeah, TK Town. That's his. What's he gonna do? That's his gonna be. This is his own thing. He's still doing his online bullshit.
Is he still doing
Um,
that? Oh God.
yeah, from his personal page. So the next day of the elections, from his personal page, he came up and said, uh, "Guys, this certain things I need to talk about. Listen, we had we had 75,000 supporters, 75,000 people who actually followed us on Facebook, and 50,000 of them were actual members of the Advanced New Zealand Party, and we only got 20,000 votes. What's that all about? What's that all about? 200, they didn't count 200,000 votes. What's that all about?" And he was just doing this conspiracy theory thing, and I was like, "Motherfucker, all the people that were following you were lazy motherfuckers. They didn't vote for you because they were sleeping on that day. It's a Saturday. Who's going to come and vote for your asshole when it's a Saturday?"
That's so true. That's so
Yeah.
true. Actually, I know somebody who voted for them.
Oh, really?
And
Oh,
on this person's, I'm not going to name them, but on their Facebook page, they updated their profile to say that they'd voted for that party.
Oh, they put it out there.
Yeah, and then
That's not a strong social move, though.
no, not by any stretch, but they seem to have taken it down.
All right. Well, that
oh.
it's the same thing that the Grand smells like. Their house smells like that as well right now. Regret.
Regret.
Where's the strength in your convictions where you put it up there and then you take it down?
Exactly.
Disappointing.
I
Disappointing.
think the best thing I saw on that weekend on the TV was when Tobra O'Brien did the takedown on Jamie Lee Ross.
Oh,
Oh,
That
oh.
that to me was
She
gold.
took him downtown, TK
Crazy.
town. Yeah, what a fucking great interview.
that was so hilarious. I mean, he was just talking like um, a politician
He
saying that,
was.
listen, we didn't get this we didn't get in this time around. We worked our best. We were and she came back, do you have any regret? Well, we tried our best, and we a group of good people. uh, uh, do you want to try to answer that again? You didn't answer that. Do you have any regrets? So I was like, fuck, she's on board today. And then they start talking about the lies and shit. And then Jamie Lee Ross starts talking about this thing around, oh, if you look at the lethality rates of the COVID and blah blah blah. Tova said, all right, I'm gonna stop you there. That's it. I'm not gonna take that rubbish from you. And he said, you don't let me answer your question. I said, oh, if you peddle bullshit, I'm gonna have to stop you. So
Yeah, that was gold.
That's great.
that was go. She became famous
She did.
across the globe.
That
Um,
moment made me proud to be a Kiwi when she did that. I felt like she was
yeah,
lifting a majority of New Zealanders, just
yeah.
what
I
they were
mean,
thinking.
yeah. It was. I mean, it was one of those things that you're national, ACT, or Labour, or Green, even New Conservative. You must have hated Advanced New Zealand.
even
Yeah.
even the Vision Party, they were going, those motherfuckers.
But I'm still worried though. 20,000.
It's a lot of crazy out there. It's a lot of crazy.
So
Um,
TK's probably just gonna, have a bit of time off, see what else is going on there, have Christmas, and then come back more of a motherfucker next year, probably.
gonna take some time out to reflect and count the money he's
Yeah, that's
he's
right.
got from the donations.
He had under his mattress and wasn't declaring.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna self-reflect, meditate, find his soul, and come back and talk about another conspiracy theory. That's his.
And he might even suck his own dick.
Oh, that's a goal, because I mean, a town takes time to create.
It does.
If your main goal is to get your dick sucked,
Long goal.
then then you just do the own goal. That's a good way to say you do the own goal.
It's like, screw it. This is what I'll do now.
I'll do it now, and then it's gonna. For a month. I'm gonna do yoga. Why? I want to suck my own dick.
Corin, when you said on election day you're apprehensive about these minor parties and these
Yeah.
motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
stealing in. Then what do you think? What do you think about the US election? Personally, I don't give a fuck about it. If he gets in, Trump, so what? We had 4 years of his shit. Who cares?
Well, I was reading. I mean, as we all know, that Trump has got the codes to launch nukes, and I know he's not that crazy. Well, I'm hoping he's not that crazy, but I think he has torn at the scab of some of the underlying cultural issues. Like we're talking about racial equality, sexual equality, all these different equalities. And
Yeah.
every single one, he's just gone, I'm going to dig my dirty fingernail into each of those ones and just keep on digging. And I think while some of the stuff coming out to the surface is good, I think he's gone about what he's doing completely the wrong way, and he's making things worse. He doesn't go for unity, he goes for the opposite of unity. Divisive. Is it divisive?
Yeah.
That bothers me. That really does. And I've just, when he started in office in 2017, everyone was kind of like, "Fuck, well, what's going to happen now?" And then by the time his end of his first term, there is protests in the street. There is sometimes it turns physical and so forth. What's going to happen after another 4 years? What's going to happen in 4 years' time? From
Oh
now,
shit.
like,
Shit's gonna go
I
crazy.
hope the country sinks into the ocean. That's what I hope.
I mean, that's an ideal scenario.
Come on. Come on. We love the American people.
The Americans.
Yeah. America. America.
I guess
That's the American accent, right? America. I go to America. $5, $3 burger, hamburger.
I want the milk and the honey.
America.
I think with America, their propaganda has been so pervasive for generations that we believe that they're exceptional. Like every movie that comes out of Hollywood is all about America, fuck yeah, all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And in the music, it's everywhere. Like we all listen to it, right? And it's just like,
Yeah.
man, oh man, I'm kind of tired of it in the same respect. I love America,
Mm.
but I'm not going to suck their dick.
No. It's I mean, you mentioned the codes, that's a dangerous thing. To a crazy person to have those codes. A person who has said that I grabbed them by the pussy has the nuclear codes.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy who says I'm great all the time. He has the codes. The only thing that can save us is that when he, I guess when he opens up the machine to enter the codes, it says, "Oh, you haven't updated the software for 25 years. Please click next to update the software."
And be like, oh.
Oh, we gotta wait now. So then he would have time to think about it.
He'd get distracted, go on Twitter.
When the software, it's the same thing when you're trying to, like, oh, I need to go, I need to get to I need to get to Manukau really quick, and then you start putting, and then, oh, software needs to update, this have to happen, restart the phone and all that shit. I think that's what's going to happen because they haven't used it in a while. That's what's going to happen when they open it. Everything would want to upgrade.
You have not nuked anyone in the last 35 years.
5 years.
And you're right, you grab Twitter. Oh, I had to update the nuclear codes.
The software. Oh,
I blame the Democrats.
I blame the Democrats.
The other thing there's a couple other things that bother me is that's Biden. He's the opposition who he may win. Maybe I'm hoping he does, but he's still not a great candidate. And I do want. It's just I know he's moderate and he's going for that sort of center, sort of view of that spectrum, but
Yeah,
he's still not an amazing candidate. And
No.
still not someone who's going to be like, yeah, he's an inspirational president. He's just going to be. He's going to be like a caretaker, safe pair of hands.
You are exactly right. I mean, there's no inspiration coming out of both of them. Biden is not inspirational as Obama, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And Biden is just an old dude. I mean, that's the top two Americans we've got there, right? That's the top two Americans we've got
Best
there.
of the best.
Yeah, the best of the best. One is an orange, golden motherfucker with the belly hanging over his dick, and the other dude can't string a sentence together when put under pressure, right?
Poor bastard.
So, I mean, it's like both are in their 70s, and both are on the edge of their what do you say,
Retirement.
grave, right? Retirement. Anybody can go anytime, something can hit, and I don't think any Donald Trump definitely doesn't work out, but Biden does look like he does work out.
He goes for a brisk walk.
I think it's if you think about how long it would take for a woman black president to come into power, we're talking, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 years. We could have one the next day after election, you know what I'm saying? Biden would go, yeah, I won, have a heart attack, drop dead, hello.
Oh, we've got Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris
Right.
is African American and Asian.
Yeah.
Maybe the first African American and Asian president.
Woman president.
And women. It's like ticking all the boxes. What's gonna happen then after that? Because it's like we had opposite reactions, like when Obama became president, and then after Obama there was Trump. But if we have Kamala Harris become president, what asshole are we gonna get after her?
Trump Jr.
True.
Trump Jr. will come along and say,
I bet you know, you can't. You're not wrong. They'll be priming up for the next Trump fucking lookalike, beer-like candidate to put up against them.
Yeah, I think so.
Trump Jr.
Because
My daddy was in here. My daddy was here.
Ed and myself had quite a long discussion on was it Ed and myself? I thought it was Ed. Had a long discussion on the whole.
You forgot me?
No.
It was either Ed or not. I'm not too sure.
No, I apologize. You and I have had discussions on US politics.
Yeah.
And I've also had a conversation with another guy as well who's as knowledgeable as yourself. And we're talking about the whole Republican Party and how they're sort of structured, where the president is, I guess, the de facto leader of that party. They don't actually have a separate leader of that party. And so if Trump gets voted out, that party is going to be in crisis, trying to figure out what they do next.
Yeah, they'll have a big problem. It wouldn't be Trump's problem because Trump will go, fuck it, and he's gonna be out. But they will have a problem. I think there's there's no succession. But the only person who can take the lead maybe is Mitch McConnell, who's the leader of the Senate, the Senate Republicans. So maybe him. You never know. But they will have a huge problem.
Mitch McConnell looks like a Muppet, like an old wrinkly. He looks like one of the wrinkly old men in front of Muppet.
Yeah,
what are
he
their
does.
names? Waldorf and Stetler.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, those two, one of them. Yeah, definitely. Without the mustache. So he looks like a turtle as well,
He does.
Like a
He does too.
old ass turtle. So
shit.
So
the question is, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, it's only a couple of days away now. Trump loses.
Listen, you know what I'm thinking? There's going to be widespread people coming on the street. Now there will be two types. One will be happy. They will be happy. They will be actually coming on the street. They will be like coming out, and then they will be just masturbating on the street. Oh, Trump lost, right? Those are the left one, and then the crazy one. They will come out and do some damage. The ones who are already talking about if Trump loses, it's only going to be because there's fraud. So those are because Trump muddied the water by saying that, this the mail-in votes, so this is all fraud and blah, blah. So obviously the people who blindly follow him, they will come out but one thing I can have solace in, which is a positive, because those people who might come out to do damage, they're extremely fat already, so they might get sick. They might get tired really quick, and or they might just get lazy and say, fuck it, just stay in. You know what I mean?
They say, fuck it, comedy for me.
Comedy for me. So the lefties who will come on the streets, actual jizz, are more fit and young, so they're fine. The Republican ones who would want to do violence, hopefully they don't, because they can't walk 15 meters. So
we're open on the obesity. That's what
we're banking on the obesity, that obesity will save us. Oh, save Americans. I don't give a shit, because I'm from the outside. I'm looking at the American thing on the inside. The big problem is that a lot of people in New Zealand think that whatever happening in America is happening to us. I mean, we're kind of quite isolated. America affects us as well. But if COVID has taught us anything, is that we can take care of ourselves. It doesn't matter. If America fucks itself, we can just sit outside and look at it.
Well, you talked about COVID. Look England's going into a fucking 4-week lockdown.
Another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another full. They say full lockdown,
Yeah.
but in that lockdown, you can go to school. They're going to work. I don't know.
I
They
thought
don't
that was
have.
strange when they said you can still go to school. It's like, we're going to lock everyone down, but we don't really care about your kids.
Yeah,
So is it
kids
more
are
like a
fine.
level 2 lockdown?
Yeah, it's more level 2, level 3 type of lockdown. If you read a little bit more, our lockdowns have been quite strict and quite easy to understand as well.
Yeah.
There's not many rules around it. It's easy that everything's shut, right? Only two things are open. So you go to the next level, everything's shut, or like five things are open. So it's easy progression. But for Britain, what happens is that everything is shut, but you can hang out with your granddad's son and the daughter of his wife, and you can go together to the school and sit down on the grass. And if your wife comes in the house, you should leave the. So crazy rules.
Crazy.
So hopefully it's more stricter, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's our lockdown was for 4 weeks, and it was successful because we put the lockdown in when we had like a 90 cases or 27 cases or something.
Yeah.
Right. They have like 80,000, 20,000 cases every day. Lockdown, they need to have a half a year of lockdown to get rid of this shit.
They do. I agree. Yeah.
So they're going to do the 4 week lockdown. Nothing's going to work. Everybody's going to get insane. I think it's out of their control. They can't
Yeah,
do anything
I
about
think
it.
it has gotten out of control there. You're right. And it's going to be pretty hard for them to try and claw it back. If they can at all. I mean, are
It's
they just waiting for a vaccine? I don't know.
Oh, Bill Gates can keep his vaccines.
His tracker.
Yeah, he's gonna put the tracker in your ass, and wherever you go, your ass will tell the satellite where you are. Bill Gates will know, and Bill Gates will jerk off.
You think Billy TK will be all over that too? He'd be like, "Yeah, I want some trackers, my followers. We do that."
TK Town.
TK down.
So American politics, the thing I've got a problem with is that there's no integrity about this shit. That whole where they swore in that new justice judge.
Oh yeah, that lady. I forgot her name.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, I forgot her name too. But when Obama wanted to put in a justice in there, they said no, it's too close to the election. It was like 8 or 9 or 10 months away before the election, and when RGB died, they said, "Oh no, you should be no, we're going to put one in," and it's like fucking a month away from election. That's the type of shit that where people look at Americans going, "I don't trust anything about you."
Yeah.
All the
Yeah. And it's weird that the judiciary is selected by the government. It's weird. I mean, here for us in New Zealand, the judiciary is judiciary. They select their own judges. Everybody's, it's their system because that's why they're independent. How can it be independent when your Supreme Court is appointed by the president? No matter what president it is, it doesn't matter. It's just a weird system. I don't understand.
And they've got it's a lifetime assignment, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're there for the rest of their lives.
That's right.
Yeah, you croak in that job.
So there's no other way to remove one, is there? They're just like they're there. That's it.
Murder.
Yeah, there's murder. Yeah, there's murder.
Assassination.
Or assassination. Or they resign. They can resign.
Okay.
Me Too scandal.
Yeah, Me Too.
Yeah.
Earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
It's not out of the realms of them going.
Yeah,
it's pretty difficult.
Yeah, pedophilia maybe.
Pedophilia, I would say. Not pussy grabbing. You could grab
pussy grabbing
as you want apparently, and you can be president.
Yeah.
It is a very strange thing, though. I mean, the whole is the justice a Republican or a Democrat? That whole piece. I mean, if they were one way or the other, it shouldn't. I mean, obviously, it's going to impact their interpretation of the law and so forth. But if they're voting down party lines and being, loyal to the president just because he put them in there, then that's so messed up.
Crazy.
So crazy.
I think the thing is that they know that at some level they know Trump may lose, but having a justice in there and knowing that she's so young, and having
Yeah.
and being part of that, I guess, how the Republicans view that she would vote along Republican lines. That's like fucking 20, 30 years of influencing policy for the government.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about Trump? He's only got 4 years.
Yeah, that's true. It's a long game.
Yeah, that's when I think it was Mitch Romney. He's the only guy that said, "Oh no, I want to impeach the president." But when he got asked about, are you going to vote for this justice? Yeah, because he saw the long term benefit for the GOP rather than Trump.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
That is true. So America has a great big journey ahead, and like quite fucked at the moment. So it's getting quite closer to like a third world country kind of situation, where you kind of play with the emotions of the people, telling them that don't trust the elections, and get them, because that's what happens in Pakistan or any other country. They always, whoever loses is say, oh, the election was rigged, and then they have a fight on the street. Yeah, that's the kind of thing.
I mean, I do wonder: is it a possibility that the US would actually end up breaking apart, and you'd end up having the states being individual countries?
Wow, imagine that civil war type thing.
Ooh,
you heard it
there. You heard it here. We recommend Baboon Yodel. So you
civil wars. That's where it's at.
Yeah. So good stuff. Good discussion. Anything else we need to discuss? I think we are like 45 minutes into it, so I think it's a good time to wrap it up. It's our 99th episode, so I think next week will be 100th episode. We'll celebrate by talking more bullshit. I mean, that's our game.
Yeah, 99.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Wow, congratulations, Ed.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
it's been a journey.
How many dick and masturbation jokes have been in those 99? Do you think?
Oh, like 5,621.
As a percentage, probably about 99%.
No, the percentage is like 235% of the content has been dick jokes about masturbation, and it kind of increased. It was quite low rates when Renee was around, but when three boys got into it, then
Lord.
obviously we got it's natural, it's a natural thing. It's the devil's game, but we love the devil.
Hey, good stuff. It's good to be back on the air.
All right, boys. Next week again, we'll talk to each other. So yeah, everybody just follow us, download us, hate us, write some hate mail, Baboon Yodel, it's Instagram, Facebook, Gmail, whatever it is, outside, behind the garbage can, Baboon Yodel is there. So, love your aunt, suck a dick, enjoy life. Goodbye.
Yeah.